You join groups as DPS and pugs always fail. You're getting knocked like a tennis ball and you cannot rotate. Just leave behind sanity and join the Chronojail. And all group content clears fast without breaking a nail. Chronojail, join the Chronojail. Chronojail, and you never fail.
Hello, Chronomancer enjoyers, and welcome to another showcase. Today's episode is all about the different weapons and utilities that can impact your gameplay. First things first, the best and most dominant weapon for Heal Chronomancer is the rifle. It offers top-tier healing, cleansing, barriers, an insane amount of might and resistance, and even the ability to portal people close to you. Since the rifle became a mesmer weapon, Heal Chronomancer has leveraged its skills to become the most flexible healer in all of Guild Wars 2. So, what's a good alternative weapon setup for covering the most situations? Here's the best part. Anything can be useful in different fights. Even if you have all legendary weapons, Chronomancer is the only class that would actually prefer ascended weapons for all situations. Let's start with the main hand or dual-handed weapons. The best in slot choice is the sword, as the main hand. It offers boon stripping, root, and blink. As a healer, the main weapon you should use is the sword, except in very specific cases. The sword main hand can maintain the root for many encounters, such as the Gorseval spirits during split phases, the human during Samurag, and the prides during Deimos. The second best, and a very strong choice, is the staff. It's the only way to maintain resolution when needed, has extra aegis, helps overstack might and protection, offers double phantasms, and provides great clone regeneration. I'm a big fan of the staff. It's my preferred weapon, and I use it in all encounters where pulls or CC aren't required. Next is the greatsword. The greatsword is indeed a solid choice when it's useful. It's not a mainset weapon, but rather situational. Skill 4, boon strips and spawns a phantasm. Skill 2 helps to upkeep the might and spawns a clone. Skill 5 is a large AoE push, which can be handy when you're trying to cap solo towers during escort or push those annoying monsters in multiple pre-events. The meta choice, however, is the most questionable weapon, the scepter. It's definitely not a great choice. The only ability the scepter has is to spam many clones, which help with shatters. But that's about it. If you're an even slightly experienced Chrono player who's seen one of the previous showcases, you'll know that using the scepter is a joke. Those clones are pretty much useless. Personally, I would never use the scepter. Scepter, dagger, spear, and axe belong in the realm of offensive weapons that are better suited for boon DPS or DPS builds. Now let's talk about the offhand choices, which are very interesting. The best in slot offhand weapon is the Focus. Focus Skill 4 is a huge AoE pull, and Focus 5 is a projectile block. Some quick examples: pulling the swords during the Amalgamated Construct fight, pulling Slublings during Slothazor, pulling the Meow robots in Fractals, pulling the Flaming Rocks during the Kadim fight, and many more uses in both instanced and open-world content. Additionally, Focus Skill 4 can become a reflect by swapping the trait to Warden's Feedback. The second best offhand is the shield. The shield offers decent CC, helps maintain might and protection, and provides strong self-blocking skills, allowing you to bypass many one-shot mechanics. For example, it can block Adina's laser beam or Deimos' explosion. Another offhand weapon with great value in certain fights is the pistol. The pistol is straightforward and provides solid crowd control. If you don't have free utilities and want to improve your CC, then the pistol is what you need. Matthias is a great example. Torch and sword are good offhand choices for boon DPS or DPS setups, but I can't find any strong reason to use them as a healer. Now that we've covered weapons, let's talk about utilities. As a healer, you almost always have one flexible skill. Your heal skill is always Well of Eternity, and then you choose between Signet of Inspiration or Signet of Illusions. You obviously pick Well of Precognition, and for your elite skill, you choose between Gravity Well or Signet of Humility. These skills are standard and usually don't require a change unless you're in specific encounters like Spirit Woods or Sarah's CM, where you might need a portal, blink, feedback, or mimic. There's always one final skill slot that can be flexible. If stability is needed, Mantra of Concentration is your best friend, as it can help you maintain stability permanently. If you need a portal, Portal Entry is the obvious choice. For boonstripping, Phantasmal Disenchanter is the skill you should select. If you need to reposition or run away to place some targeted AoE mechanic, Blink is your go-to. If CC is lacking and you want to give an extra push, then Signet of Domination is the right choice. In some encounters that require blocking or reflecting, you'll always want to take feedback, such as in fights with Matthias, Sabir, or Ark. If none of the above are necessary and you're using Signet of Inspiration, then Mimic is the best choice, as it allows you to use Signet of Inspiration as many times as possible. Finally, if you're running the Signet of Illusions variant and nothing else is needed, Well of Action is an easy choice to provide super speed and might. That's all for today's video. I won't keep you any longer because this showcase had a lot of talking. Be amazing as you always are!